Hey boys and girls, we're going to go through a current event sample here. So the first thing you're going to do is grab one of these articles, Joining the Men's Club. Once that is done, I want you to go to your notebook. Right in the center we have our two glue-ins for our directions and our heading. I'm going to show you how to do that. And also your 3 tricks on writing a good topic sentence. And over here we'll eventually write down our example current event, summary, and reaction in a map. So let's get started. This might take exactly 15 minutes, that's the hope. Follow along on this. Whatever I have highlighted on the screen, you highlight. We're going to refer back to it, very important. So here's the reading, follow along. It says, joining the men's club. For just the second time in U.S. history, a woman is going to appear on paper currency. So, what's all the controversy about? It's easy to see the U.S. Treasury Department's plan to feature a woman on the $10 bill has sparked excitement. After all, only one woman's portrait has ever appeared on U.S. paper currency. That was Martha Washington's, on the $1 silver certificate issued in the 1800s. Amid the cheers, however, there has also been unexpected controversy. Why the $10 bill instead of the more widely used denomination? Why replace Founding Father Alexander Hamilton instead of a less popular figure such as President Andrew Jackson, who is on the $20 bill? Our goal was to trigger a real conversation in this country about who are the women who helped build our country, who built our democracy. What does democracy mean to Americans? Treasury Secretary Jacob Lew said recently. That seems to be what he's gotten, and much more. The U.S. Bureau of Engraving and Printing, which has designed and printed the nation's paper money since 1862, has put billions of bills into circulation. Other than the Martha Washington certificate, every one has featured a portrait of a man. Women have fared somewhat better on coins. For example, Susan B. Anthony, the 19th century social reformer who fought to get women the right to vote, was featured on a a dollar coin starting in 1979. Sacagawea, the Native American guide to the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804-1806, appeared on a dollar coin beginning in 2000. But neither of those coins is still being minted for collection. On to the next page. Okay, choosing a champion. Women's rights groups have long called for a woman on U.S. bills. Finally, last June, Lew announced that one would be featured on the new $10 bill. He asked the public for help in selecting a woman who was a champion for our inclusive democracy. Several million people, many using the hashtag #TheNew10, have responded to Lew's invitation. Top contenders include former First Lady and human rights advocate Eleanor Roosevelt, abolitionist Harriet Tubman, aviator Amelia Earhart, civil rights pioneer Rosa Parks, and Susan B. Anthony. By law, no living person can appear on U.S. currency. None of those names have proved controversial to the public, but there have been a slew of complaints that the $10 bill was selected instead of the $20. Denomination debate. Critics point out that the $20 bill is much more widely circulated than the $10 note, but in the United States and abroad, and is the most common currency issued at ATMs. That's the 20. They say that putting a woman on the $10 bill suggests that women are of lesser worth than men. We feel that it's important to have a woman's portrait on a bill that will be seen widely as possible, says Susan Andes Stone of Women on 20s, an organization pushing for a woman to be featured on the $20 bill. Last year, Senator Jeanine Shaheen, a Democrat from New Hampshire, introduced legislation in Congress calling for a woman's portrait on the $20 note, but the Treasury chose the $10 bill because it is the next one due to be revised for security reasons. Paper currency is redesigned every 7 to 10 years to deter counterfeits. Who goes, who stays? Comparisons of $10 and $20 notes have led to another debate, one about whose portrait should be replaced. Instead of switching out Alexander Hamilton, many people say it would be better to replace Andrew Jackson. Hamilton, who has been pictured on the $10 note for 87 years, was the first Secretary of Treasury. and the architect of the U.S. finance system. Jackson's record of violence has made him much less popular. As president, he championed the Indian Removal Act of 1830, which forcibly relocated some 125,000 Native Americans. In January, Senator James Lankford, a Republican of Oklahoma, a state that is 9% Native American, sponsored a resolution calling for Jackson to be replaced. Meanwhile, the Alexander Hamilton Awareness Society began a social media campaign, Save Hamilton, to keep him on the $10 bill. So far, the Treasury has stuck to its plans for the $10 bill. Lewis assured Hamilton supporters that Hamilton would remain on the bill somehow, presumably as a second figure. But that only provoked more objections. That sounds pretty second class to me, presidential candidate Hillary Clinton said in July. I think a woman should have her own bill. The Treasury's decision will be announced sometime this year. The final design will be unveiled by 2020, just in time for the centennial of the ratification of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, which guaranteed women the right to vote. Despite the heated controversy, advocates say the fact that a woman will be seen on U.S. currency, one way or another, is cause for celebration. All right, boys and girls, at this point, if you have not highlighted everything, stop the video now and highlight everything. That was very important for our summaries. Our next step now is to first write our heading. I'm going to show you where to do that. If we go to our current event spot, and we go to this section right here in this line, the top one, we're going to write down exactly everything. I'm going to pause now and get that prepared. All right, boys and girls, the heading is really easy. The first thing we need to do is find the title. That's pretty clear, right? Joining the men's club. The second thing we need to find is where the source is coming from. If we look down in the corner right here, it says Junior Scholastic. Okay, that is our source for this. Our topic is human interest. I know that because I'm telling you that. It's Mr. Esch. So here's what your page should look like. Pause the video and get that filled out just like that. All right, the next thing to do is to write our summary. We're going to do this with our 3-step plan, how to write a great topic sentence. I'm going to do this for you on a blank screen, and we're going to start with the starting topic, work with a limited topic, and then write down a complete sentence that combines both. That will be our topic sentence, and then we'll finish the summary, we'll write a reaction by me, and find a map. Immediately following this page is where we will glue in our current event article, okay? So I would have to fold this in half. You're going to do this. I'm going to put glue on one side, and it's going to be a flipper. Got it? Good. Do that now. Now that you're back, we're going to write our summary right over here, okay? And it's going to be totally fine to put our starting topic, limited topic, and stuff right here, and then write our summary sentence. So here's what we're going to do. I'll do it on a screen. You write it down.